everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we have a very exciting segment starting. As you can see, I've got my sign. I'm going to be starting a baking segment on my channel called Bakes with Jessie. Now if you watched my last vlog, you'll know that one of my good friends, Laura, she actually came up with the name for it and said, you know, why don't you call the segment this, and you could do lots of different recipes, like a lot of baking based recipes rather than like cooking, because I know that a lot of my friends have really enjoy when I bake for them and take it into like work and things like that, or take it round. So yeah, I thought why not do a baking segment. So yeah, Bakes with Jessie was born basically. So today we're going to be making something really simple but really tasty, and basically they are banana protein cookies but with a peanut butter and jam twist. So yeah, basically what you'll need is 2 ripe bananas, some peanut butter. Now you can have smooth or crunchy. I've opted for crunchy just to give it a bit of extra texture. You'll need some vanilla protein powder. I'm using the My Protein Whey, but you can make this vegan by using the vegan protein, that's no problem. You'll also need some oats and some jam for on the top. Now I'm using raspberry jam, you can use strawberry jam, blackcurrant jam, whatever you fancy. But yeah, I love a good old raspberry jam. So yeah, that's what you're going to need. So let's get started. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to take our bananas, our 2 ripe bananas, and basically all you're going to do is mash them up, and you're just going to mash them up until they're all nice and gooey. Lumps are okay, to be fair, but this is going to be used as kind of like your butter to the mixture. So try and get it as smooth as you can. I mean, I'm using a fork, but you can use like a potato masher. So we're all mashed up. Now this doesn't look the nicest, but you're after like a kind of like gloopy texture. So nice and mashed. There's a few lumps in there, but like I say, that's okay. They will kind of like melt down in the oven anyway. So next up, we're going to basically add all the other ingredients except for the jam. So what you're going to want is 60 grams of vanilla protein. Now I say vanilla because I think it just tastes like cake batter. I guess if you wanted to add a chocolate element into this, you could use chocolate, you could use salted caramel. I just find that with the banana, it pairs really well with have vanilla whey protein. So the 60 grams is actually 2 of the protein scoops that you get in with your protein powder. So if you just pop that in, just give that a little bit of a mix together. But as you can see, I've kind of mixed all of the protein powder in now, and it's still really runny, so it's really resembling the cake batter. Next up, you want to add your oats. Now I am just using your bog standard Sainsbury's porridge oats. You could obviously use gluten-free oats. If you were on a gluten-free diet, that's no problem. They may just suck up a bit more of the liquid, so that may be where you need a splash of milk or a milk alternative in there. So we're going in with 1 cup of oats. Okay, so pop those in, and then again just mix those through. Now I find with this mixture, whenever I make it, I always find it's really runny, but when you put them in the oven, they actually firm up really nicely, so I don't find it a problem. But if you're not happy with it, then like I say, if it's too runny for you, you could add in more oats, you could add in some almond flour, like ground almonds or something like that. Just something to suck up a bit more of that moisture if you're not happy with how it's looking. So after the oats, we're getting kind of that texture, so it's still cakey, but you've just got the oats in there as well. And then finally, we're going to add in one of my favourite ingredients ever, peanut butter. So, peanut butter, you want 2 tablespoons of peanut butter in here. I'm just checking my recipe that I've written down just to be sure. Yeah, so 2 nice big tablespoons of peanut butter. So, we've added the peanut butter, just going to mix that in, and then as you can see, again, it's still quite a wet mixture. It will just fall off the spoon. It's not as wet as cake batter, so it can go on a tray, which is going to be the next step that we're going to do. You're going to cook these in the oven on 180 degrees fan assisted. That's degrees Celsius, sorry, not degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're going to do, if you have an oven that caters for degrees Fahrenheit, it's going to be 350 or 180 degrees Celsius. And you're going to put them in your oven for around 12 to 14 minutes. So I'll put my timer on for 12 minutes before I put these, when I put these in. I'll check them after 12 minutes, and if I think they need that extra couple of minutes, then I'll put them in. But if not, then happy days, and they can come out of the oven. So let's pop these onto the baking tray. And you're just going to do, I tend to do 1 or 1 and a bit, depending on how big I want the cookies. So generally speaking, this batter is meant to make 12 smaller cookies or 10 bigger cookies. Just be mindful that because the batter is so runny, that if you don't spread them out a little bit on the tray, then they will expand in the oven. So if you want to just put them in like little dollops, for want of a better word, on the tray, make sure you space them far enough apart that when they heat up and they will spread, that it doesn't just become one big cookie. So I just like to spread them down a little bit myself. Another thing I should probably mention is that they're not the most attractive looking cookies. So, you know, if you're wanting to win a baking contest and you're wanting to enter them in, I probably wouldn't, because they taste bloody amazing, but they look not the best. So yeah, you're probably not going to win any awards for looks, but they'll sure taste good. So we have our cookies. You can see them there, there's 9 on there, and I've laid them out pretty flat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a tiny bit of jam in the middle, like right in the middle, like a little kiss of jam. And then when it bakes, I just love the sound of opening a new jar of something. And it's jam. God, now I want toast. Okay, so yeah, basically we're just going to put a bit of a kiss of jam on top of these cookies, and that's where the jelly element of the PB&J banana protein cookies comes in. So I'm just going to take a regular teaspoon, nothing fancy. You don't want to overdo it on the jam. If you overdo it on the jam, then it will spread over the edges of your cookies. Also, you don't really want to get hot jam on your skin, because hot jam is like molten lava and it will scald you. So yeah, I find a tiny bit of jam goes a long way. And that is that. Like I say, they are not by any means the most attractive cookies. but these little beauties are going to taste delicious, especially with a nice warm cup of tea on a rainy day like today. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, and when they're done I will come and show you guys. Okay, so these actually took 14 minutes to bake this time because I made them a little bit bigger, and I've just left them cooling for about 10 minutes on the tray, and then I've transferred them onto a wire cooling rack. To be fair, they're pretty solid when you take them off. They are still very warm. They will take about half an hour to cool down. This is what they look like when they're done. They're like little tiny PB&J kisses, but with a nice little bit of extra protein. So yeah, if you give these a try, please let me know. Let me know your thoughts. You can also tag me in them on Instagram. I will pop my Instagram in the comments box below, and if you just tag me in them, I would love to see them if you make them. But yeah, if you like this video, please put a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and it will also let me know if you really like these Bake with Jessie segments, and I will keep doing them for you. I'm really looking forward to doing some seasonal ones, so I really hope you enjoy them. Yeah, so smash a big thumbs up on the video, leave any feedback or tips or anything you'd like to see me bake in the comment box below. Please don't forget to press the subscribe button and also to tick the little notification bell to make sure you get notified when I upload new videos, hopefully every single week. Thanks again for watching. Bye!